I can't believe what just happened. Like, it's a day after, and I'm still kind of stuck on that mindset of what the fuck. Because there is no way that Nico Harrison just got bailed out like this. The Mavs getting the first pick in the draft lottery. They're going to get Cooper Flagg. And I saw something where it was like, it's very Nico Harrison to trade Cooper for someone who's like older and already established, but just doesn't make sense to trade for him. Which is like, yeah, but nah, I don't think they're going to trade this. I really don't think they're going to trade this. And I feel bad for the bad teams. And I know people are like really heavy against tanking. I'm not the biggest fan of tanking either. But the Wizards, the Jazz, those are teams that need somebody like Cooper Flagg, bro. They have Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving. They do not need Cooper Flagg, bro. And I've also I saw Kenny talking about it. Shout out to Kenny. He was talking about how the Bulls were a coin flip away and a loss away from having the first pick. Because if they would have lost to the Lakers with that half-court game winner, that's the one I've been seeing the most about. But if they would have lost that, they'd have the first pick right now. And if they would have won the coin flip today, they would have had the first pick. So now we see why sometimes tanking is kind of good, because they would have ended up with the first pick. They would have got it, but they didn't. There's a lot to say about this, man. The 76ers get the second pick, I think. No, they got third. Second pick went to the Spurs. I have it on in front of me right now. Let me just make sure I get everything right. Let's talk about some of the losers here. The Nets gets 8th. Bro. There's nobody at 8 that's really going to change your franchise, Brooklyn, that I know of right now. Of course, they could all prove me wrong. Like, everybody here could prove me wrong. Cooper Flagg could be a bum. Fucking Kasper Jokashonis could be a demon. I hope I said his name right. But, yeah. What's it called? The Raptors fall to 9. The Hornets fall at the top. Hornets, Jazz, Wizards, Pelicans. The Hornets, Jazz, and Wizards, I believe, all had 14% to be up there, and the Pelicans were right behind with 12.5. All 4 of them falling, bro. Like, who could have predicted that? Nobody could have predicted that, and that's why people are saying it's rigged. But like, it's actually insane how this happened. More losers, the Blazers. I know they had kind of a good regular season. They would have probably been in the play-in race if they were in the East. But like, still, that team needed another piece, and getting 11 isn't the best. The Rockets with 10 is interesting because they could just make a move for 10, see what happens over there. The Pelicans at 7, man. Ever since the Zion draft, it's been very rough for them. Not even just like drafting, right? Because they've drafted well. They got Trey Murphy late. They got Jordan Hawkins, who's a great shooter. Having a bad second year, but I think he's got a third-year bounce back. Got Herb Jones. Got Yves Missy last season. So they've been building well. It's just they haven't had a real standout since Zion, and the luck is just not the best. And the Hornets are in a weird place. Do they trade up to 1? Do they try to get that from the Mavs? What do they put in the trade? LaMelo? Because they need, like, teams like the Hornets, Jazz, and Wizards should be blowing up the top 3 teams' phones right now. Because the Spurs, if I'm the Spurs, I'm 100% looking to trade this for like somebody like Giannis. If I'm the Sixers, I don't know. That's another thing I have to talk about. I don't know what the Sixers are going to do. Do they take their third pick, who's most likely going to be Ace Bailey or VJ? Or are they going to trade it for somebody that they want? But like, to be able to do a trade, they'd have to trade one of their big pieces because they're in the second apron, I'm pretty sure. So they'd have to trade like Paul George, most likely is going to be the trade piece. But adding Paul George onto the third pick makes it lose value. You know what I mean? Like, it gets worse. So, man, I really, really don't know what they're going to do. The Jazz, man, they have a lot of cap space. They have contracts as well that are movable. Like, Lloyd Markkanen is a movable contract because it's only like in the mid-30s, which is high, but also he's the type of player that a lot of teams would want. So like the OKC Thunder, at a point in time, I wanted us to get him, the Warriors, but yeah, I don't know. John Collins is also a tradable contract. Colin Sexton is a tradable player. I just don't know how they make a move for a top 3 pick. These are 3 teams that didn't need it. Like the Spurs getting it is cool because it makes them in the Giannis sweepstakes a lot more. The Sixers, it makes their shit even more confusing. The Mavericks, bro, it's a bailout. Like it's the biggest bail. Oh my god, they just got to get out of jail free card, bro. You saw that celebration? You saw how they celebrated? They needed that and they got it, man. Damn. Do I like the fit? No, they have like 10 bigs. I don't know where Cooper Flagg fits in. He's not like this insane shooter. He can shoot the mid-range pretty well, and he's a decent three-point shooter in college. But like I don't know if he really translates that early into the NBA, so I don't want him playing the three. He's an insanely good paint defender, though, which I do like. And yeah, man. That two-way ability fits exactly what Nico Harrison said, and now the Luka trade is looking better because if they had Luka, realistically, they'd probably make the playoffs because they're healthier. But other than that, it's like, man, Cooper Flagg probably has like more viability when it comes to staying healthy than Luka at this moment. And that's not me saying that he's gonna be better than Luka. That's nonsensical. But I'm saying like, I do have very high upside with Cooper Flagg, and seeing him on that Mavs team would be like, oh, okay. I just need to see the fit because I really don't like the spacing. They might have to trade, like, they might have to let go of Dan Gafford. Derek Lively might be gone, and AD might have to play the 5 again, which he doesn't want to do, but, like, he might have to. Man, let's just... Bro, they really got the second pick. Like, the Spurs really almost left the draft with Wemby, Cooper Flagg. But instead, they now have the option to try to trade for Giannis. Which I'm not saying it's set in stone. But Giannis, for the first time of his like career, is very open to being moved. And if I'm the Spurs, I'm doing that in a heartbeat. I think his fit next to Wemby's great. Wemby's a good floor spacer. He actually prefers being in the perimeter. They're both great defenders. They both are switchable, and they both can play on and off ball. I know two big superstars hasn't been a thing since like the mid-'90s or like early 2000s, but I think this is one of the better ones because Giannis is kind of a point forward. And Stephen Cassell's good off ball. They'd have to probably trade Vassell, Keldon Johnson, probably even Sohan. But at that point, bro, you're getting Giannis to go next to your ultra young, super high upside player in Wemby, and you have your rookie of the year, Stefan Cassell. I'm not trading Stefan Cassell if I'm them. Like, I'm trying my hardest to keep him. But if he has to go, I'm sorry, you have to go. But, man, wow. Shout out to the motherfucking Mavericks. The people in Dallas are very confused, very conflicted, because it's either, like, the love for Luka there was real, but they just won the Cooper Flagg Sweepstakes, bro. How do you, like, what do you say? How do you react to that, man? And just one last thing, let's just talk about the Wizards. The Wizards are on the same level of the Jazz when it comes to, they obviously tanked. It was the Jazz first season ever, losing more than 60 games. And the Wizards were probably the worst team in basketball. Even though they beat the Nuggets in the season series, they were some of the hardest teams to watch ever. And to see them fall to 5-6 is like, wow. In this draft, it is so top-heavy with people like Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, and my boy Cooper Flagg. Also, VJ Edgecombe is also in that tier, but a little under it in my opinion. But like those players being the top heavy talent, and then the rest of them being kind of question marks. Some with higher upside, some with better floors. Like, you know what I mean? Like a player that's gonna be good, but we don't know if he'll ever hit great. It's kind of scary for them. They have to hope that Sarr takes that next step. The Jazz have to hope. I don't know what's his name. Cody Williams takes off next season, has a better second year than he did have first year. Taylor Hendricks comes back the next season. They haven't drafted well at all. Damn. Not really the fault of their own. Like, I really do have I had high hopes for Taylor Hendricks. His injury kind of lowered them, though. Like, that was such a bad injury, man. They got to trade up. The Jazz and the Wizards have to trade up whatever is possible. I think Man, I don't know, bro. It's just so sad. And the Bulls, I seen Bulls like the Bulls just continue to be unlucky. They could have gotten the first pick if they won a coin flip. Like that's crazy, man. The Spurs have 2-14. They're definitely getting fucking Giannis, but that's all I have to say about that right now. We are definitely going to talk about it more on the podcast. We are also going to probably do a mock draft very soon. We obviously got to do our homework a little bit, but yeah. Wow. Oh wait, one more thing. Another interesting team in this is the Raptors because they have all the pieces to be a playoff contending team, but they haven't been able to because of injuries and stuff. I'm really interesting to see. It's really like interesting to see if they trade this 9 pick for another solid piece or like a few solid pieces in general to like a team that's higher up. Like a team that might want to trade down and get the Raptors, or not even trade down, just trade up in general into the lottery. They could definitely get some pieces off of somebody. So that's very intriguing. But yeah, that's about it for this one. Peace.